They're kind of basic. Turn on.
You hold it down.
Is it not? This is embarrassing, folks. I think it's not charged.
Oh no, there we go.
Well, that's even more embarrassing. You see, it has the one red, or you can do the 2 red.
That's the dose.
And here's where it's confusing. Oh,
Things.
3. So you have,
Okay.
it is confusing, folks. It is, but it was a lovely gift from Robin, and Kody wanted us all to be very great, wanted them, I feel like I'm one of the gang. Kody wanted them to all be very grateful and to give Robin the proper due honor and respect when it comes time to voting her in especially. So they did that. Everybody was pretty pleased with their gift bag. And then, So now we're cutting.
We're done here.
Well, we're not done with this episode. We're done where they are.
So let's take everyone down.
It was that they had. Christine had a kind of a rough go of things. Everybody else kind of had a lovely day.
What? Oh.
So, well, actually, before we get to that scene, we'll put Christine back up. Kody, knowing that Robin's future is on the line, he gets his other assets, the three ladies. Even Christine, who is very, very pregnant at this time. Where's Mary? And
there she is.
He says, okay, the guys are going to have a camp out tonight, kind of over by the triangle area, but more in this kind of field. The field is kind of overgrown with weeds.
It looks like it may have grass.
And so Kody thought it'd be a real lovely gesture to go to the field and kind of clean things up, break them up.
In the field.
So they get together and they rake it. They rake and rake and rake. They're just filthy. Debris in their hair, sweat just dripping. Really go for it. Kody is so concerned that Robin will not get voted on. Really working his 3 ladies because he needs to make sure that he gets his Robin. So they spend some time doing that. Now we can leave. This is our daytime board. And this was what I was so proud about beginning. This is why this episode is so befuddled and confounding, because I'm just so excited. We have so many more of our production assets than we had for our first episode. So we have this lovely backdrop for our daytime perfect replica to scale of the ranch, so that you can follow along with us and so forth. But we have acquired a new one, and if you'll just bear with me, because this one, can you still hear me, hon? So this one very accurately represents daytime. Daytime is, and what daytime looks like at the ranch. Bear with me for a moment, folks. I'm really trying very hard to get organized here. We have this other asset. I think we have it installed properly. So this is a replica of, not the entire camp, highlighted the field and their nighttime activities. This is just one of the fields. Probably have to expand. It's very hard, limited.
Eric's house.
They don't talk about it much on the ranch. People are jealous.
Okay, we are doing what they call a stakeout,
And the moon is full. Unfortunately,
the moon's full right there.
No, that's a star, hun. You know, I might have a moon.
We might.
Let's see. Because I do have a lot of things that came with it. Well, it's not a full moon, though. Think that's going to be a problem, hun? Be accurate.
We have to be accurate.
We do want to be accurate.
No one will ever trust us.
I think we're going to have to be allowed some latitude here. Moon or no moon. And I'd rather sun moon than no moon. Okay? You're sure about it? Don't want to make a mistake here. We're just 2 episodes in. I've got the moon. I've got it. So here's the moon.
So the moon is still full.
Oh, it's behind a tree. Well, that's clever. Okay, well.
Okay, so
it's a new board we're working with. We're gonna have to work out the kinks, guys. It's new technology for us here.
Trucks have driven into the field.
They drove.
And everybody rode in the truck.
So who do we have? Right. Kody gets out.
Is Kody gonna stay? And
even Christine, she's there.
Mary.
Well, folks, this is buggy.
Everybody's there, so the PhD.
Okay. Technical Dragon's there.
Eric is in the command center.
So we're just gonna put Eric, maybe right here.
Be here.
Okay.
Okay, is Travis?
We have Tom. Tom is there.
Becomes important later.
Later on, we'll understand why Tom is so important. I think Caleb is there.
Caleb is there.
Because he's watching out for them. Front and center. Because he's watching out for them. Are we missing anyone? So we have Travis and the PhD. We have the two boys here.
Looks
and
like
the
we're
sheriff.
missing someone.
Oh, Jim. Jim's not there.
Okay.
Jim's not. Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay.
I think we've got it. That is representative of who is there. So okay. they're setting things up. Kody and Janelle and Christine and Mary all go out to the field. Oh, we've already done that.
Kody, so here's the thing. They showed it on the camera, but nobody knows. Cody, when he was working on cleaning up, he was moving some equipment. He stepped on something and heard a crack sound, like a laser pointer.
That might become key later, though.
Christine was passing out popsicles.
Tom, Dragon, made a real mess. These two, right here.
Around their mouth.
They have both beards. I don't know if you know this, but men with beard, it gets so drippy. It was everywhere. It was not fun to watch. Not at all. Shave your beards. It's icky.
Kody, you can't see the fire. Caleb is standing in front of it. Let's put Caleb out of the way, because he's always in the way. I hope that's far enough away.
So here's what happened. Kody was in charge of the campfire. The ladies wanted to do s'mores, some other fun things while they were out there. They asked Kody do the wood and the fire, the matches. He had one job. And he forgot the matches. Famously, Mormons do not smoke, no lighter, nothing. What he did, he remembered stepping on something earlier. It was a laser. I bet I can start a fire with it. He did. It took some time. The laser was on for quite a while to get that fire going, but Kody did manage to get that fire going. Doesn't want to look like a mess up right now. Really politicking and trying to get Robin in. This is not the time for him to mess up. Fire's going. Where are we? I can't see where.
Also, Kody stared into the laser for a great amount of time. You may want to see an eye doctor code. The wives are trying to get everyone fed, and they're setting up everyone.
Everybody gets a setup. Each supposed to have one marshmallow, 2 chocolate squares, and 1 graham cracker that you can then break, form your s'more.
Right.
It wasn't all lining up the way it was supposed. These two, I think, were again to blame. Mostly Dragon got a hold of the bag of marshmallow, whirled them away in his cheek like a chipmunk. Did not work. And now Mary is furious. You don't want to be on her bad side. A lady who means business.
Eric stays in the command center because he's allergic to mosquitoes. He's watching Thomas very close. I'm not saying anything. Nothing to say about that.
No.
I'm not saying anything. Nothing to say. Because Eric, Thomas, nothing to say.
You can see Eric here in the command center.
1:46 a.m.
They doused
The fire's out.
The fire's out. Caleb can once again.
Caleb can now stand in his
inhabit that
favorite
place.
spot, which is
In front of
blocking the happy.
The fire's out, and it's real dark now. That
Infrared
they
light.
even got rid of the moonlight.
Yes. Well, they don't know the infrared light doesn't need darkness to work.
Well, they don't know a lot of things. They did want it dark. So they killed the moon, they killed the fire. Okay. It was very dark.
Go get the laser that Kody had already used to start the fire.
Right.
Green laser. It might be broken.
Uh-huh.
So...
And then, we're able to really test the laser. Kody was out, he got bored. He doesn't have a real attention span. I wonder if you can skip rocks in a field.
12-year-old.
He's trying to skip rocks. One of them bings Tom. Right in the head. His first injury is up here, but this injury is down here. Kody again did not want to cop to that, trying really desperately to get Robin a position, banking on the fact that they don't watch trash TV.
Why do you say these things?
We watch it.
Sweet.
He has a headache.
They start shining the laser on the mesa. The guys start chasing it like a dog or a cat chases it. Started running up to the side of the mesa. By the time they got there, it turned off.
And it turns that it was not in fact a laser. There was a flashing light.
Here, let's get the...
It was...
This is the infrared.
Right.
And then this is the flashing light.
Right. So the point and Robin it turns out that Robin, who we have not yet formally been introduced, on top of the mesa, a photo shoot.
LDS thing. It was the flash. It gets foggy. It starts coming down, and this is morning. The fog.
But Tom's head still is hurting. Hit with a rock. Kody says, "You know what, Tom?
I'm gonna take you to the hospital. Just want to be safe. I don't know what's going on with your head. Freaking rock, dude."
Also, he has a surprise waiting at the hospital. He's very anxious.
Is it a surprise for Tom?
Well, no. He'll probably be a little uncomfortable.
Okay.
They go off to the hospital. This is the closing scene. And they tried to leave us with cliffhangers. I don't know that this is a real...
Tom's going to the hospital. Kody is driving Tom to the hospital. Sister wives are staying and helped clean up. Guys, they all went inside. Nobody helped clean up.
No, they did.
They made a pregnant woman clean up their campsite.
These 3 women stayed till the crack of dawn.
She's pregnant. 9.5 months, nearly 10 months.
They stay, they clean up. You don't even want to know. Cody walks... The final scene, the final scene of the show. Kody walks Tom into the ER. Kody was tired and he'd had a lot of marshmallows.
Yeah.
As they go through the door, Kody drops Tom and Robin runs in. And they embrace.
Robin picks Kody up by the waist and spins him around.
And that's where we leave them.
She sets Kody down on her knee. They sit down on the bench and she starts wiggling her nose at him.
We don't know yet. Kody has talked to the gang. They're courting. He has not yet asked her permission for marriage or her hand in marriage, but they are now courting. This is a going concern.
Why she was crying?
Well, she cries.
We tried to find pictures of her not crying. There was one on eBay.
I don't want to give away too much. We go deeper into Robin's story as the seasons progress.
That's fair.
I'll tell you all about her testimony crying later.
Okay.
But for now, we have met the sister wives and husband are adding to the investigation. So the whole team
is going to be in
now
here with their hammers.
Brandon continue to watch them from afar. Eric will be in and out of the command center.
Thomas is in the hospital. We can't represent him. We would be lying. So.
Right.
Where's no Doofy PH?
A lot of them fell on the floor.
I'm good with that.
Now it's our favorite time of our episode, where we get to stop talking about their episode. We get to tell you our opinion. We get to review it. So this episode did not end with a cliffhanger. It ended with a meet cute, I guess, of sort. So there was that. We met the other ladies and Kody. We've been introduced to the concept of polygamy, paraphernalia, relics. So that's information that we didn't have before. I feel like this episode was catching us up with a lot of stuff, introducing a lot of new players, a lot going on. It was very exciting, and so for that, I'm going to give it a thumbs down. It was a lot to take in, and as you can tell by this review, been so much that was so quickly thrown at me. I haven't had time to absorb it all, and I feel like they've just been in this whirlwind.
It's a lot happening.
I didn't like it. What would you have to say about this?
Okay, what I will say is that unlike previous instances we've seen, Brandon shows a little bit of ingenuity. Kody, who knows everything about polygamy, although he's not currently a polygamist, formerly used to practice it, it turns out.
Sorry, that's a spoiler. Spoiler.
Bringing in the wives. I mean, you're not going to get an answer until you get a lot of women involved. You got to balance it all out. Don't care what you feel of them. They're going to see things that they're not going to see. And, you know, I think they did a really good...
That's a power team.
Now it's a power team. So you have Janelle, Christine, and Mary. You bring them in, you're gonna get things done. You need both. You need it all, and I don't care who says what about it. And you know, Eric just completely ruined the episode. I'm gonna give it a thumbs up, except for Eric.
I think that Christine acted badly with the Shannon. I say what I say. Anyway, that was our review. So we will be reviewing the next one next time. And we'll see you then. Thanks for joining.